my wildlings. It's literally 100 degrees out. It's actually 102 degrees out. I had this whole like core thing planned. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, early in the day. So Sonali asked me for some more hand strengthening stuff, so I thought we'd do that instead. Grab a block or a book, or probably want to err on the side of having something lighter rather than heavier, because we are going to work on a little bit of your wrist strength. And you might hear the neighborhood kids, the next door neighbors in the background. Those screams are screams of fun, I promise. All right, go ahead and take your wrists and circle them around a few times. Grab your block. If it becomes too heavy, just set it down and do this without it. Hold it in one hand. You can hold it anywhere. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And then give it a really good tight squeeze and release. Now do this for now with your wrist. Keep going. Do this for now with your wrist at a neutral angle. And you might even be able to start to see your forearm muscles, which help protect your hand and keep it nice and strong, start to work. Keep that going. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your block in the other hand, circle this or shake this wrist off, and we go with this hand. Neutral wrist, your hand right about in line with your form, and into squeeze, release, squeeze, release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the block in your other hand, shake this hand off, and now you're going to try and pinch the block between your thumb and forefinger, switching each finger. So thumb and first finger, second, third, fourth, go back. Noticing if one finger is more adept than another. And if you get a cramp, just take a break. No worry. Don't worry. Try this once more, this hand like this. Your arm can be in any position. I don't know why I'm holding it up. Like a stress response, probably. It's hard. Pass it off, shake it off. Your left hand. Squeeze, second, third, fourth. So for those of you, keep going, for those of you with hypermobile fingers that tend to bend backwards, and kind of see like that, see what you can do to grab from, I'm going to set this down, you keep going, to grab from the top pad, like right behind where your fingernail starts, so that you continue to help your body develop the strength, that grip strength, without having to send it into that hypermobile response. Not because it's bad, I mean, that's just our end range, but it's just not as effective as this strategy. Try once more. Pass the block back to your right hand. Flex your wrist, extend your wrist. Good, and then from here, squeeze, release. Squeeze, release, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, keep that extension. 3, 2, 1. Pass the block, circle off as you start to squeeze with the other hand. Squeeze, squeeze. For 6, 5, 4, 3. Can you keep that extension, that crease at the top of your wrist? Pass it off. Now try to hold this wrist extension. So it's like the movement you have when you are in a plank or a down dog. And then can you start to pinch with each finger? The answer might be no. And if that's the case, get something lighter, or do this without a block. Do it with an invisible block. probably really starting to feel that there are a lot of muscles involved in keeping your hands well, happy, and safe. Ooh. Try once more. Oh, it's so heavy. Right about now, when I'm gonna die, I'm gonna pass it off, shake this off, extend your wrist on your left hand, and pinches. Pinch, 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 pinch. Noticing if one side has better dexterity. And it's not a problem, it's just information, right? So this hand is almost impossible for me to do my thumb and pinky in that wrist extension, which tells me a lot about the amount of strength I have if I'm bearing my body weight on it. It's also just neurologically confusing. I don't know what's happening here. You keep going, you're probably good. This is why I go and see my own healer people. Try one more round. This sucks so much. Whose idea was this? Okay, shake it off, and then this last direction of movement, flex your wrist now, and give it a good squeeze, release, squeeze, release, trying to keep your palm now coming towards your forearm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pass it to the other side, squeeze. How much can you find that active wrist flexion? Your arm again can be at any angle. It's your wrist that we're paying attention to. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pass the block back to your right hand, flex your wrist, try to pinch. Pinch, pinch. How much can you keep your wrist flexed? And do other fingers need to start to come in and help out? Do you flex more to one side or the other? Keep this going. Or like me, whine about it. It's a situation. Woo. Let's try once more. I think it was Liz who asked for things that are good for us that we don't want to do. Let's put this one in that category for me. Ooh, pass that off, shake it off. Left hand, home stretch. Flex your wrist and pinch. Pinch, hey friendo. Pinch. Pinch. Oh, it's so hard to be a fuzzy black creature when it's this hot out. The cats just do this now. They just come and fling themselves in front of me. It's very dramatic. Am I allowed to touch them? Generally, no, not until the sun goes down. Keep your pinches. Try once more. And then give that a shake. Circle your wrists out and the other direction. And then take your thumb to your first finger and give it a flick, second, third, fourth, and then just go back and forth. And then how fast could you go with that? Faster. Could you go faster? And then circle your wrists once, twice, 3 times. Circle them the other way once, twice, 3 times. Give a big thumbs up, and we'll call it a session. Thanks, wildlings. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know how it feels now next time you're doing something weight bearing and how that feels. And if you want some extra bonus love for your wrists, one of the absolute best ways to get your wrists really strong and healthy is to walk around with as much weight in your hands as you can manage. So like heavy grocery bags, kitty litter buckets, things like that. Some of you are gonna start with pretty light weight there, that's great. But if you can walk around, it's called a weighted carry. Walk around carrying things in your hands, and it's really good for your wrists. You're a primate. It's what you're built to do, is carry things. All right, wildlings. I'll see you next time. Bye.